Hey folks, it's Craig here again, working with PSP and looking at the legal side of things and helping educate you around sort of justification of use of force. Okay, so helping you become more educated in that area of it. Massively important to make sure that you stay as safe as you can. So today what I want to sort of briefly talk about is a couple of models that we use that can help you really with the preemptive strike. If you get involved in that scenario, the common law says we can use a preemptive strike, but it's possibly one of those areas that people struggle with more, because to a witness or the uninitiated person who's looking on, they can give you the feedback of that person did nothing to you and you hit him, whereas what you were doing, you want to be acting on those pre-fight cues. We don't want to be defending ourselves within a fight if we can defend ourselves before the fight happens, and defending ourselves before the fight happens may involve a preemptive strike. Again, you can use it, you need to justify it, and you need to have this honest old belief that you are in imminent danger of an attack. Again, these reoccurring words: justification, honest old belief. Okay, these models will help you. I honestly say that from the bottom of my heart, they will do. First one we look at is warning signs. Okay, so warning signs and danger signs are the two elements. So the first one, the warnings, what are they? Very simply, they are big exaggerated movements designed to intimidate you. Okay, very similar to what you see in the animal kingdom when you see two males come together. There's a show of strength with bright plumage, standing tall, and all these kind of things that you see on the nature programs. That is exactly the same what the person is trying to do to you. So we see them, they stand tall, they flex their arms out, they're snarling at you, wild staring eyes, flushed blood in the face to make them look red, and they're bouncing from toe to toe, they're pointing, they're being massively aggressive, telling you what they're going to do to you, calling you all the names under the sun, and they're stamping their feet on the floor. And again, it's one of those things where you look at the bull in the field before it charges, they tend to scrape their foot on the floor. It's exactly the same thing. Is that ground strong enough to withstand you launching into your attack? So these are warning signs. To someone who's not involved in violence very often, you may see this and it may frighten you, it may intimidate you, because that's what it's designed to do. So if you're in that position and you feel that a preemptive strike is necessary to protect you from an imminent attack, then you do so. And using these warning signs can help you justify what you've done, because you can evidence this person displayed these signs, which I took as a warning sign that an attack was imminent. That goes a long way to help justify what you've done. Okay, if you work in the security industry or the police or that sort of genre of work, someone displaying these signs, it may not bother you. It may be a case if you see it every night on the doors. Yeah, look, he's telling me what he's going to do to me. If he's telling me what he's going to do, he ain't going to do it. Okay, so it's just that it's bravado. There's water off a duck's back. But it is good if you see those actions in someone aimed at another person. It's a good opportunity to intervene and stop an attack before it happens. So it's good to monitor in that way, but you may not see it as a threat to yourself. In those circumstances, a preemptive strike is not justified because you are not in fear of an imminent attack. Previous case it would be. This one it's not. So that's warning signs. And the second part, danger signs. So these will come after the warnings, and this is an attack is pretty much going to happen. So what we find now is all these big, wild, exaggerated movements become a lot smaller and tighter. So we find people quieting down a lot. The colour drains from their face because the blood's fueling the muscles for their imminent attack. The hands may come up above the waist. They may stand in sort of bladed stance ready to hit you. The hands are there. The fists may be ready. The head may drop to protect the jawline and the neck. The eyebrows may drop and they're staring at the target. So rather than being wild and exaggerated, it all quietens down slightly. And again, a couple of things, if you're not used to violent encounters, you may look and think this person's quieting down, now I'm safe. But you're not, because an attack is more imminent now. This person is centred on launching an attack on a person. Someone who's more used to violence may look and think, I recognise those signs, this is the point where I need to intervene, or it may be too late. Okay, so think of that. So warning signs, big exaggerated movements designed to intimidate. Danger signs, smaller, concise. An attack is pretty much going to happen. That person is lining themselves up to do it. Okay, just building up for that moment. So if you do see those behaviours in a person, act on it in whichever way you can. Whether it's an attack against you and you preempt it, or it's an attack on another and you preempt it. Remember, the use of force in the law: protect yourself, protect another. Okay, so you can use it in both examples. Again, come along to the PSP seminars. These are things that we talk about. The theory side of violence is massively important. Knowledge is king. If you understand how and why you can use force and where you can use it, your confidence in actually using it will increase. So it's a win-win. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.